You see, you can't control the loss. And you can blame a bunch of people for the loss. You can certainly blame God for it, but you can't control it. You have no control over the loss. I don't, and you don't. But the one thing that nobody else can control but you is your response to the loss. That's your call. You will decide how you'll handle the loss. And so he raises, I think, a very significant point and questions. Am I choosing the smartest response to the loss? Well, so here are our ladies. They're in Bethlehem. Now, back to Bethlehem, there's something I want to point out. We've already identified how we're going to call Naomi. Don't call her pleasant, because she's not. She's bitter, right? Call me bitter. That's how I'm defining myself. You define me. I blame God. Bitter. But there's something interesting I want to show you that you might miss, is that usually in the book of Ruth, whenever it mentions Ruth, it says it this way, Ruth the Moabite. Have you caught that? Multiple times. Ruth the Moabite. Ruth the Moabite. Why does it keep telling us she's a Moabite? That would be, I've never been introduced. This is Cal the American. And maybe I don't travel wide enough. I don't know, but no, Cal the American. Certainly no one's ever gone, this is Cal the Arizonan. They don't go, Cal the guy from Gilbert. This is Cal the guy. This is Cal from Glendale. No, nobody ever calls me that. The Cal from Queen Creek. The Cal, no, nobody ever does that. Why in the Bible does it, every time it says about Ruth, it tells you her identity, she is a Moabite? Okay, this is where this gets fascinating. Now, I don't have time to show you the whole thing because it's just the time. But if you go back in the story, go back, you go back to Genesis, and you go to Genesis chapter 19. Now listen to what's going on. So remember Abraham? Abraham had a nephew by the name of Lot. Again, I don't have time to show you all this, but just follow us. Abraham had a nephew named Lot, and their herds got so big because they were all blessed, so they separated.